Look, I've done 3 or 4 different floor mat videos by now, and they solve for one of 2 different problems. They either clean up well for a dirty mess, or they look really good, but they don't solve for both. And in my family, we do one of 2 things. We either destroy things when the kids are in the car, or we try to make things look nice and clean, especially when we've got the Model Y, or when I've got something like the Platinum F-150. But rarely do I find something that's able to accomplish both. But 3W Liners has introduced this first of its kind solution that we're going to install into my F-150 Lightning Platinum, which is perfect for it, where we've got the durable liner underneath with this awesome carpeted surface for the driver and the passenger. They also have one for the Model Y Juniper, which unfortunately we don't have, but we're still going to put in some 3W liners in that as well. But we're going to show you what this looks like inside, where you can take this carpeted surface and still, when you're doing the hard, dirty work, you can remove this as well when you need to, and then reinstall it when you want that platinum look again. So we're going to pop this in to the front and the passenger seat. We're going to show you the typical durableness that you have in the passenger area for the kids. Then we're going to show you the Model Y, where you've got an entire set for the frunk and the back seat area. We're even going to show you back in the bed of the F-150 all of this complete set from 3W. It's complete protection for your truck or your Tesla. Stick with us. You're going to love this set. It's amazing. 3W's got you covered. Let's go check it out. All right, so let's see how easy it is to pop this in here into the driver's side section of the F-150. Let's flip the camera around. You're gonna love this. It is going to pop right into place, nice and easy. So this is molded perfectly. They've taken and done laser measurements on this. So this could not be any easier. And this is gonna slide right into place, and it is gonna fit right here. And it has these little riveted areas that pop right into that section there that's onto the floor. And you can see where it's got this area for your foot, and all of this keeps the wear and tear away from your carpet surface here as well, which is something much better than the OEM floor mats, which don't cover that area of the carpeted surface where your feet might go. So that is really awesome. That's an added feature. Then this is just going to go right here, and this will pop down. That will pop down, and this will completely cover and overlap all of these surfaces and give you all of the protection and coverage that you need. And you've got this cool carpeted area that fits the Platinum and the look that you want to keep kind of the elegance and style of a Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, whatever you have there. And when you're doing the dirty work, what's cool here, this pops right off when you need it to, and then right back on when you're having a night out on the town. Let's go pop on the passenger side. It's just as easy. Here we're on the passenger side. It's the exact same thing. You got that same awesome protection. It's gonna mold right around here. It's gonna fit just that easy. And again, awesome protection all the way around, and looks great. You gotta love it. Now, even though my wife's 2020 Model Y doesn't have this version of the 3W mats with the carpeting, and I wish it did, the Juniper absolutely does. So if you've got the Juniper, check that out. But still, this is a tremendous upgrade from the Model Y floor mats that Tesla gives you. Check out these flimsy ones that it comes with, and let's flip these out. Let's change these as we flip around. Look at these kind of crappy, flimsy, especially this part here. These are garbage, but look at these that go in here. I mean, look at how much better these are, especially this coverage. And you can see, you know, the carpet area, the level of protection that this gives you, where this slides in. I'm trying to do this with one hand, forgive me guys. As we slide that into place, look at how much better and more durable that is going to be. We're going to do that same thing on the passenger side. Again, just like with the Lightning, we're gonna pop this in here. It's definitely easier with two hands because you gotta get it molded around the base of the seat. But yeah, once you get it in there, the thing looks sharp. And that's not all. This one for the Model Y kit comes with so many extra features. Let's pop the frunk and let's look at the back because it comes with those as well. So this is really a complete kit. This piece right here pops right down and gives you added protection to the frunk. But that's not all. Down here in the sub frunk, there's even a piece down there as well. But wait, there's more. This rubber mat goes down into this area and protects the carpet back here from pets and cargo and all of that stuff as well. And you might think, great, but what about when I lay down the seats? That's okay, because that also comes with some protection. They have these pieces that Velcro right onto the back and protect all three of the back seats. But we haven't forgotten about the back seat floor. Let's get that down. So this piece just slides right down, and this is so much better than the original carpeted floor that Tesla gave you. This slides right underneath the seats and molds perfectly right there. I don't know how well you can see that, up against the back seat area. Gives you so much protection from spills, drinks, mud, anything that your kids are gonna get back here. And believe me, if they can, they absolutely will. All right, I absolutely did not forget about the Lightning. We still have the back seat to do, and I did not forget about the bed either. We have solutions for those as well. Let's check out the back seat. That's where the kids make the biggest mess. They've got an awesome solution. So just like we saw in the Tesla, this is gonna mold right around this area here. And then importantly, this is gonna also mold right here around the edges and around this back area so that when the seat comes down, any spills won't get into this back storage area. And there's a couple different solutions here for that back seat storage. One of them goes much further out, and that fold flat storage option has a different model number. So if you've got the fold flat option of storage underneath your seat, whether it's a Lariat or XLT or King Ranch, whatever your F-150 has, make sure you order the right number for that. And they will have that cutout to give you the space for that and mold around that as well. Let's check out the bed of the truck. That one's got some extra features there, which are really cool. So the trick here I found was to kind of fold this into a third. And then this thing, which is pretty big, obviously it's 5.5 feet and it's pretty wide, but this allows you to kind of slide this back and then slide it into place and then fold this back into position the right way. They've done a couple things here, which just like we saw in the other areas, it's molded so well into place. But what I like that they did is if you look here, these ridges fill in and really support these gaps here. And here you see these bolts that are in place here, here, and here. They've got these round divots that cover these bolts in just the right spots. So they've done a great job of not just molding perfectly the shape of the bed, but reinforcing and supporting in a way I haven't seen other bed liners do. So this is super cool. This size makes it so that you can just slide it back into place and then slide it to the left and then fold it right in position, and the weight holds it down really well. So this might take me two hands, so bear with me as I flip the camera around and try to get this done. All right, I'm trying to put this on the tripod there. Again, we're gonna slide this and just kind of wiggle it right into that corner. And now that it's there, this will just flip right out. And now we just give it a little wiggle, and then we've got this tie down in the corner. We tuck it right into there. And man, this thing just lays right down with the weight onto it. And then you can see that where it's been folded into the box there in the middle, that'll just take a little bit of time for the heat to warm it up and lay down, or if you've got any cargo to put into there. But yeah, this is spectacular. I just love how that fits and molds right into the corners. It's one of the better ones that I've ever seen of all of the bed mats that I've seen, this one lays probably the flattest on initial installation. Most of them have a lot more curl to them and do take some time. Now, one of the things is because I've got a tonneau cover, sometimes I'll leave the tonneau cover up. Leaving it up will let the sun come down and kind of give it a little bit more pliability. But yeah, let's wrap up this video. So hey, if you've been in the market for floor liners, and especially if you search for the 3W ones and that brought you to my video, thanks for making it this far in. It's certainly an interesting video. I don't think there's very many out there that do a video on both a F-150 and a Tesla Model Y. I'm interested to see how this video does. Usually you kind of focus on one video, be that a Tesla or an F-150. This one's got kind of the merge of both. That's the way it kind of is with BOWEFAMILY EV, where you've got a family of vehicles. And I didn't want to do a video on a Model Y and then go do a video on an F-150 and then have two videos on the channel. So I'm interested to see if this one gets an audience. Let me know in the comments if that was a mistake. If you're like, hey man, I don't know about watching a video for two different vehicles. I've never seen that before. So we're breaking ground. We're making history here on BOWEFAMILY EV. So thanks for being a part of that. But yeah, if you've made it this far in the video, let me know what you think about that. If you're like, hey man, don't do that again. Or no, that was okay. It was interesting to see the two different types of liners, because the Model Y has a ton of accessories there with the frunk and the sub trunk and the back seats, versus the F-150, where you've got the bed liner and then you've got the traditional back seat and the front seat passenger and driver seat. So yeah, totally different kind of setups there. And then of course, the real breakthrough here with the F-150 and the Model Y Juniper, if you have that, is this 2-in-1 feature, which I just have never seen before. And I'm super impressed with the way that 3W did that. So yeah, check it out. I'll leave discount links and stuff in the description below, and get a set of your own. Of course, like always, that helps the channel. Leave comments, likes, hype the video up. All that stuff helps my channel grow and helps other people see it. So we will see you on the next one.